Chocolate, a privilege for few people in these times.
Maybe this doesn't matter. Maybe they're like rich or some shit.
Bread, butter, jam, and coffee. Martha's typical breakfast. I prefer honey and milk, but I'll have to adapt to her tastes, obviously.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't imagine trying to be somebody else. Like, for the rest of my fucking life. I mean, call me crazy, but I'm the type of motherfucker where I would rather be hated being myself than be loved being somebody I'm not. Straight up.
Brutal assassination in San Casciano. Julia Kay, a young woman from a respectable family, brutally murdered near her home. Carabinieri investigates. A possible political motive emerges. Martha was not killed by politics or war. She was killed by something much closer and much less clear. I will find out the truth.
And what the fuck are you gonna do then? I mean, has it occurred to you that finding out why Martha died might unravel the fact that Martha's dead? I mean, that you're not Martha? It could very well do that, and this whole fucking charade is fucked. Or have you not thought of that yet? Oh, can I not?
Firm bulwark
Oh,
even in the skies. 159 aircraft of the Germanic defense shot down in 24 hours. Major Russian
fuck.
operation northwest of Jassy. Enemy convoy lost in the Mediterranean. 2 destroyers and 6 merchant vessels sunk.
Shit.
Julia Kay. Distressed but supported by faith. Irenei the mother, Erich the father, and Martha the sister sadly announced Julia's passing. The funeral will take place in La Romola, Thursday, July 20th at 9:30 p.m., departing from the property of the deceased.
The father who actually, the sister and father who actually give a fuck, and the mother who's a fucking cunt who doesn't give a fuck. But of course, the paper isn't going to print that.
First improvements in food registration. Bread rations increased by 50 grams per day as of April 20th. A kilo more every month of soup ingredients. Reforms to the treatment of agricultural workers and an unexpected distribution of jam.
That it? That's it. Can you even use
For
this?
Julia, to take more and more photos, Dad. I can verify that the camera is still working by taking a photo. I could photograph a sparrow. There are so many of them out here. There might be birds around the little wall in front of the house. I always put crumbs on it for them.
So I've already noticed a discrepancy in this, but it's a discrepancy that's easily fixable, and in fact, I can fix it myself. So the discrepancy is that she's trying to be Martha, and yet Martha didn't give a fuck about taking pictures, so the first thing she's gonna do is take a picture. Well, so my first thought was, well, doesn't that defeat the purpose? Because what wouldn't that give away the fact that you're Julia? But not quite, because one thing it could happen is, I suppose it could be reasonable for Martha to take up the habit of photography for Julia. Like to feel better connected with her in a sense. I mean, in the same way that Julia is straight up wearing Martha's clothes. Same sort of shit. So, there was my critique, and there was the answer to my own critique. I just thought I'd share. But I want to explore more of this fucking house before I go
I
out
liked
there.
watching Nanny as she cooked. I always picked up loads of techniques.
The fuck is that? I don't know what the fuck that is.
We are
By the
so
way,
lucky.
game,
In these difficult times, pantries are empty and people are going hungry. But with a German general for a father, food is never scarce.
HRIP, which is a acronym, RHIP, stands for Rank Has Its Privileges. And that can go anything from actually having shit to eat when there's, a shortage of shit to eat. And, and this is a real life example, it can even equate to getting away with, depending on what state you live in, either third degree murder or manslaughter. Yeah, you can get away with shit
Oggi
like
Bonsi,
that.
on the day of St. Alexis, the battle rages in the city tormented by Anglo-American bombing. Our Lady of Carmel, a company of the Falcium Regiment, counterattacked yesterday, forcing the French to retreat to Piazza del Mercato. The situation is currently under control.
Sure it is. Telegraph.
Florence, July 15th, 1944. General Erich K. As per our prior agreement, we are sending you military encrypted communication material. The device must remain hidden and secret. Hail. Feld Mascherallo.
Wait, wait,
Carl H.
wait. Wait, hail? Is there. Okay, one or two things going on. Either Julie really hates Hitler, so she refuses to even say his name, or there's some sort of weird censorship going on here. Like, I don't know. I mean, this game, I'm pretty sure this game was made in Italy, so is there some kind of a law against saying the name Hitler there, but not having it on screen? I'm like, I know that in Germany, in Germany, the swastika is illegal as far as I know, because of the genocidal maniac that Hitler was. Hmm. Telegraph again.
Lorenzini haberdashery. 5 meters of grey cotton fabric. 6 meters of white linen fabric. 4 meters of green satin. Delivered on June 5th, 1944. In the event of an issue, contact us on the number 6987. And this red fabric? It's not been mentioned. Could this also be one of Mummy's, or could the nanny have left it here?
No clue, girl. I'm not reading that much into it.
These could be of use to me. Mummy's sewing machine. She learnt how to sew because nobody else could do it to her liking.
In order to test the camera. I know! Guy, I'm not stupid. I'm exploring. Jesus, you ever fucking heard of it? Somebody spilt wine.
Our wine. Daddy is so proud of it.
Fuck, there's a fuckload of it too. The fuck?
Daddy set up his darkroom here. He doesn't take photos anymore because of his work, but photography is still his true passion. I'm allowed to use the darkroom when I want to.
Oh.
There are 3 baths when developing photos. The development bath, then the first rinse, and then the fixing bath. The second rinse is done directly in the sink afterwards.
That was a lot.
Before I can use the enlarger, I should take a photo.
Oh.
Daddy had this device brought here last week. It's old, but still works. He has always loved everything technological. There's no shortage of paintings in our house. Mum is passionate about painting. Sees this picture, she'll throw it away for sure. It's me and Lapo. I want to see him as soon as possible so we can mourn Martha's death together. These are our vineyards. My father loved them so much that he constantly took photos of them. One of Daddy's many photos. Who knows who these other people are? Books, books, and more books. In our villa, there must be 10 times more than even here.
So this isn't your villa then? Not gonna lie, I kind of thought it was.
This painter was a friend of Grandpa's. I always loved his paintings. As a child, I used to look at them for hours.
Oh, is this it?
Here's the bicycle pump.
Oh, fucking finally. I've actually been looking for this for a little bit. It's in fact the reason why there have been some cuts. That's why I was looking for that. And it was right there. Well, excellent. Alright. Pump that bitch up. This game's about as pedantic as Until Dawn. Not that I mind it. Or Detroit Become Human. The Chariot. So this is all there is to it? Guess so. Now the worst part is, I just spent a lot of time getting that pump, and now I'm about to say fucking go here anyway. Oh. So for the last long while, I've been taking pictures of the wrong fucking shit. How close?
Excellent. I've taken the picture, now it's straight to the darkroom in the cellar to print it.
Holy shit, is that specific or what? That just took me a while
Daddy
to get
recently
through.
became a general in the German army. He used to take pictures on the front lines, but now he gives me the materials to take photographs instead. Now that Martha is gone, only this camera can fix my ideas and my memories. I can't allow myself to forget.
Huh. To develop a photo, you'll first have to use the enlarger. The enlarger is an optical instrument that allows you to process photographic paper. After shooting a photo, the film must be developed in several steps. This aspect has been This aspect has been omitted for the sake of simplicity, but in reality the steps are as follows. Instantly roll on a film and put it inside a small tank. The tank is an immersion developer. You'll find your rolls of film already developed and ready for printing. Okay. Okay, I'll tell you what. Whoever made this game must have been passionate about this photograph, because I love that. Well, this isn't how it's actually going to work in the game, but here's how it really works. Choose the image you want to print to paper. The preview on the left side will help you choose. Of course, you will see your images in negative. The enlarger allows you to customize your photos even more. You can choose on which part of the paper the picture will be printed. You can adjust the focus and choose how long to expose the photographic paper. With the red filter, you can project and see the image on paper without exposing it. Use the controls to move the paper on the bench and to adjust the magnification and focus. When the three circles are aligned, the picture is focused. If you still see the image out of focus when aligned, you probably shot it that way. Okay, at this point, I'm almost starting to feel like whoever made this game made it as an excuse to talk about, like, cameras and photographs, because they seem really passionate about this. Play with the adjustment until you're happy. When you're ready, press square to continue. When the red filter is removed, the image is exposed onto the paper. This process has been automated and made faster than what happens in real life. I love this guy, dude. Okay, this game was made by a professional photographer. I'm gonna say that right now. Because they really give a shit about this shit. Immerse the paper in the developer and the image will appear. To achieve ideal exposure, take the paper out of the developer when the time is in the green zone. If you take the paper out too early or too late, the picture will be ruined and you'll have to print it again. At least that's simple enough. In real life, immersion will in the developer is followed by a wash, a stop bath, and a second wash. Use additional substances. Okay. Game developer, you do not need to tell me this shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fucking photographer. I don't give a fuck about how this shit actually works. Like, tell me how to do it in the game. I'm not gonna lie. Here's your printed photo. You can keep it in your album
Not
or
a bad
scrap it.
photograph. It seems that the camera works perfectly. Now I can take a self-timed photo for Martha's frame.
Yep. You can scrap it. You can print each shot as many times as you like. All shots remain available to print it. Do someone love taking photos? Like I was gonna tell you right now. Someone absolutely loves this shit. Who made this game? Cause a tripod, huh? Don't get me wrong. Truth be told, I don't mind the fact that somebody who obviously loves photography is putting into their game. I really do. It's actually really interesting. Like, this would okay, but like, my only thing it goes a bit far. Like half of the instruction tutorials could have been omitted and it would have changed nothing. Like you have the paper in the tub, you could have just had me press the green thing and it would have been fine. But then you sit there and you put a tutorial on and like, hey, this happens in real life. That's not how we're doing it here. It's entertaining to me. Although I do appreciate the fact that whoever made this is clearly passionate to hell about this shit. I'm indifferent towards photography personally, so like I understand that photography is important to whoever the fuck made this game, but truth be told, I will only use it when required to do so, and I'm not going to do any extra steps. And as far as I'm concerned, those messages, like the ones specifically the tutorials that say, oh, in real life you have to do this and that, but for the sake of simplicity, we're just making you press one button. Like those, I find those particular tutorials to be completely superfluous, right? Now, is that like me complaining? I guess you could say that, but I don't intend it to be a complaint. Does it bog down my taste, or not my taste? Does it bog down my idea of this game? Like, is it a -1? By the way, -1 means that a -1 is something that makes me inherently enjoy the game less, and a +1 is the exact opposite. Is that a -1 for me? Not in any way. I'm just saying that I find it entertaining in a good way that they're really putting the soul in it. It's like, okay, in Life is Strange, Max Caulfield loves photography. She does it the wrong way because she shakes the photos after she takes them, which is something you're not supposed to do. In fact, not to get too off topic, but fun fact, when that game came out, Polaroid or whoever the camera company is, posted a statement on social media because of that game saying, hey, when you take photos of this shit, don't shake them like that, you'll fuck up the photo. But my point with him mentioning Max Caulfield is that that game is about photography. Well, it's not about, but she loves photography, but it didn't go hardcore into it like this game is. Anyway, the current objective is to find a fucking tripod. And I gotta be honest, I'm not 100% certain where I'd find a tripod. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look first in the bedrooms. If it's not there, then what I'll probably do is just make a cut to where I find them.
Daddy's canes. They are so beautiful, but I can't say why, but they have always scared me. These hunting rifles are not Daddy's. He never went hunting. Nanny must have left them here. War. Always war. Even in paintings.
Here we fucking go, in the fucking cellar. Jesus fuck. Not gonna lie, this was like the last place I looked because I didn't think for all hell it'd be down here.
Camera is set up with the self-timer.
So I gotta sit in here? Yep. A self-portrait. And I realize there's another word for that. I hate that word. I'm using the word self-portrait. Let's go. What is this? Develop the photo. I realized that that part of the point of it was was it like Martha Martha wanted to see some kind of picture or some shit that the expression that she couldn't herself imitate. But like in order to do that, it could fuck over her. So I'd rather not.
It's always a thrill to develop a photo.
I
You
mean,
can't see anything at first, yet something invisible is captured on the black film. A kind of ghost.
a
That
kind of
invisible
ghost.
breath then returns to reveal the reality from which it was torn. There are those who say that photography steals the soul or captures it. That's why they used to photograph the dead. But nowadays, almost nobody does it anymore. Even if it's just a delusion, I want to photograph Martha. I want to have a small reflection of who she was with me. But I have to do it secretly, or they'll think I'm crazy.
Yep. There we go. And that's good to go. By the way, I have discovered something. Despite the main menu, I was correct in my PS5 assessment. This game is still censored. I discovered that recently, between playing. The only thing that's censored so far, apparently, I didn't know this, but apparently, let me pause it. There's also a demo for this game, and apparently the censored scene was also the demo. And it concerns the part where Julia cuts the skin off of Martha's face in the dream, which makes me wonder why this censorship is even necessary. Allow me to elaborate. You still see in the Xbox and PC versions, and I thought this was weird too, because like there was like a lot of hesitation during that cutscene. In the Xbox and PC versions, the game has you manually cut off her face and then manually put it on your own face. But I find that to be redundant as censorship goes, and here's why. That's not even really censorship technically, because like you still see the face getting cut off, you still see the flesh underneath, you still see the whole fucking thing. Like, but so now I have, you look in the settings, I have censorship off. Yeah, censored off. Yet for some reason it is still censored. So it is what it is. Here's my thing. If the only thing that's censored are certain gameplay elements, like it's a cutscene instead of a gameplay thing for things like cutting off a fucking face, should it be censored in any way? No. But if it is to be censored, I would much rather have it be for like a stupid gameplay thing than for the actual content itself, right? So like I would rather just not, like I don't want like a whole chapter skipped down on because they mentioned rape or some shit, right? So if that's the only censorship, then it's what it is. As I said, as far as my shit goes, it's going to be as uncensored as it can be.
Yes, this is me. No one was ever able to tell us apart. But I never had the slightest doubt, and nor did Martha. It's strange how what identifies us most deeply is not visible to anyone.
That's the only thing I was pointing out.
I was obsessively thinking about Martha and what had happened, but suddenly a thought took control. The memory of that day at the lake was becoming more and more like a dream when, after awakening, the image becomes more and more faded. Could it be that the memories were a figment of the mind? Had I been the one that hurt my sister? I had always envied her, and now I had taken her identity. I experienced a suffocating pattern of thoughts. I decided to go straight to the lake to retrieve the film rolls. They would tell a different story, I was sure. But deep down, I kept hoping they would confirm my fading memory. Of course the door is locked. The keys aren't hanging on the lock as usual. Then they will be in Daddy's study. We live in fear now. My parents are not going to let me go to the lake anymore after Martha's death. So this is the right time. I need to know. The self-doubt I feel is eating me up.
Julie's back on his new chapter, The Rolls, the same day, 11:30 p.m. Interesting. One thing I gotta say though, in all honesty, the thing she said about, people can't tell us apart, that's part of what I touched on, but here's another thing that I find to be funny. Not gonna lie, Martha/Julia is an attractive woman. That is all. Alright. Daddy's study. which, considering what I've seen so far, is most likely in the upper part of this whole thing. Is it here?
It's locked. Strange. Why did they lock my room?
Oh, no, it's Julia. Because they think you're dead and they don't give a flying fuck about you. That's why they locked your fucking room. In case you're fucking curious. Fuck me if I'm wrong, but wasn't that door shut earlier?
I don't have the courage to use the phone. Not right now.
I don't know why you felt the need to turn off the lighter for that, but okay. And this is...
Here's the camera flash. Now I can photograph Martha even in the dark.
nice. Am I... okay.
Daddy's stuff. War maps. I've heard everything will play out on this new defensive line.
Okay. I don't know what to say about that. Key. The soul in the photo. Things to do. They say that taking photos of people steals their souls. I hope to preserve my sister's soul. I left my old cameras at the lake. I should go and get them. They could contain important information. Find the key, open the front door. Oh, so okay, so I can just go straight to the front door now. And probably get caught. Who knows? This seems like a more stealthy segment than what I've seen so far. As far as most things go, at least. Didn't I already attach the fucking flash to the thing? Sorry, but no. In all honesty, I get that photography is a big part of this game, but I can't deny, like I said, I don't really give a fuck about photography, so it's not like the biggest deal in the world to me. Was it a lantern? That's exactly what the fuck it is. I guess that mostly because of the Amnesia games. Ooh. While I do like environments like this, dark, crickets, and all that, I don't much like fog. Go out to the lake, huh? What? Whatever. But what I want to know is, where in fuck is the lake from here? Because I genuinely don't know. I also hope this game doesn't have a stamina meter, because otherwise there's going to be some problems.
I love the night, but this night scares me. In the dark, I can feel all the harm I've caused. It's getting closer with each step. I feel it brushing up against me like a cold wind. I hurt Martha. The closer I get to the lake, the more certain I am of this. How could it not be?
Fuck.
I killed her to steal the love that everyone felt for her but didn't feel for me.
Well,
How
you
could I
didn't
have done
kill
such a
her.
thing?
Well, you didn't kill her. You just stole her identity. And not what was on paper, but her entire being. Oh, alright, that's for the fucking... Okay, motherfuck this. Fuck, okay. I picked up the fucking flash, but I don't know how to put the fucking thing on. So, fuck it. I don't give a fuck anymore. Am I about to miss some kind of secretive thing? Maybe. Dude, I don't give a fuck. If it sounds like I'm being negative right now, I'm not. It's just that if I pick up a fucking flash and she says, oh my god, now with this flash I can go ahead and take pictures of every fucking thing I fucking want to for the rest of my fucking life, then I expect either A, the flash to already be on the fucking thing, or B, for it to be in the fucking inventory. That way I can just go ahead and put it, attach the shit. And neither of those things happened. Okay, like when I was lost earlier. So this might be a bug. Here's why I say that. Because when I was lost earlier, trying to find that fucking tripod, there was this one thing on the kitchen table that I kept on picking up again and again and again. And when I was picking it up, it wouldn't be in my inventory, but it would disappear from the table. And then once I came back there, it would be on the table again as if I didn't pick it up. So it might be some kind of bug. That's kind of what I'm thinking this might be too.
Oh no! Damn lamp! Luckily I still have my lighter with me.
Sup, Martha? If I'm not mistaken, it's also Batman's mother's name. And I know that because of Arkham Knight.
The cameras are somewhere around here.
Well, one's right fucking here.
Two cameras left.
Works for me. Is the next one going to be in the light that way it's easy to find? Nope. You know, one thing I have done though in real life, not with a motor like this one, but I have gone on a small lake and just rode a small boat like that. And while it fucking hurt my fucking shoulders, it was actually relaxing. And by the way, the only reason it hurt my shoulders is because my shoulders are fucked up anyway. The average motherfucker, it won't hurt your shoulders. Just so it's clear.
One more camera to collect.
Before we press on with this bitch. And there it is.
A shred of fabric here in the woods. How strange. Let's take a photo of it and leave it where it is. That's it. I've got them all. These films are going to help me understand what happened. Now I should rush home to develop them.
Well, you can hold the goddamn fuck up, because the first thing I'm gonna do... There we go. I took a fucking picture. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so here's... I will be negative here. Here's a -1 for me. -1 means I enjoy the game less. Okay, if you want me to take pictures of various shit, you know, then that's fine. I'm fine with that. But if you're gonna sit there and have me do that, then don't make it pedantic as fuck. Here's why I say that. So, like, there was, like, a particular stance, framing, numbers, motherfucking everything, okay? In order to get this fuck... Okay, I'm not a professional photographer. I don't give a fuck about photography, okay? Let me preface that. Now, I get they simplify this shit, you know, all the photography shit. But they still act like it's the biggest fucking thing. Like, okay, like, I don't know the proper fucking numbers to make this fucking shot work the fucking proper fucking way. I don't know, and I honestly don't give a fuck. I don't fucking care. Don't fucking know, don't fucking care. That's my bottom fucking line there. So, like, if you're gonna take a photograph, then fine. But, like, let any fucking photograph I take work as long as the fucking item isn't obscured. Because that item will not obscure. Every time, you're about to take a photo that's not correctly framed, well then fucking correctly frame it for me. I don't fucking care. There should be an option to say fucking correct the shit for me. I don't give a flying fucking fuck. So yes, straight up, the photography bullshit is a major -1 for me because how fucking pedantic it is. If you want me to take okay, either one, accept any fucking photograph. I don't give a fuck if it's correctly framed or not to continue your fucking story, to correct your fucking story. Or B, you want me to have a correct frame? Fine. Then fucking do it for me automatically. Let me press the fucking X button and then it'll say, okay, here's the correct frame. Like, I'm not interested in wasting my fucking time on this shit. Why am I so upset? Here's why. I just spent like 10 fucking minutes straight bullshitting, dicking around with fucking numbers and all this frame shit and doing different stances, and not once was it like, oh yeah, you're good to go. I'm not gonna keep on fucking around with this fucking photograph bullshit. Jesus fucking Christ. Hi, Martha. Julia, why are you so pissed off, Mark? I didn't even fucking kill you. Yeah, I stole your identity, but that was technically a mistake. Oh, what is this, a fucking nightmare? I can't turn around. As in, I can't look back. And I gotta say too, that photography shit wouldn't bother me so much if so much of the game didn't revolve around it. So what, is she a fucking child all of a sudden? Ew, maggots.
Oh, yet another nightmare. She entered my dreams once more. Maybe she wants to talk to me. What am I saying? Fairy tales coming true? Yet I feel... No, these are the thoughts of a crazy person, and I'm not crazy.
Oh, so it looks like you had your period too.
Oh, damn it, what's all this blood? I'm not due yet, and there's a lot more than usual. What's happening to me? Am I going to be joining Martha sooner than I thought? I have to wash up and do what needs to be done. If I'm sick, I have little time. The truth awaits me. It must be hidden within those rolls.